Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm a dog trainer at Leader of the Pack Pet Services. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to introduce your dog to a muzzle. Now, there are many different reasons and situations where a dog might need to wear a muzzle, and it does not necessarily mean that that dog is dangerous. The core function of a muzzle is to prevent a dog from biting, so it's often used as a precautionary measure. For example, even the friendliest dog can lash out in pain if they're sick or injured, and that's why sometimes dogs will wear a muzzle when they're being treated by a veterinarian. I think it's a good idea that all dogs learn to accept and be comfortable with a muzzle, because you never know when you're going to need one. If you need to use one for a longer term, for example your dog has bite history or you are using it as a precaution, make sure that you have a behaviour modification plan that you're working on to help your dog work through the underlying problem. So wearing a muzzle should never be a punishment for your dog. In fact, they should always be comfortable and relaxed while wearing one. So my dog Zeus wears a basket style muzzle where it fits over his snout and does up behind his neck. This way allows him to open his mouth and pant and accept food treats, but he isn't able to bite. We want to create a positive association with the muzzle, and one of the easiest ways to do this is with food treats. So whenever the dog sees or interacts with the muzzle, he gets a food treat. So if your dog is anxious or scared of the muzzle, just start with the muzzle either in your hand or on the ground, where they can go and sniff and easily interact without it being straight onto their face. So once your dog is comfortable being around the muzzle, it's now time to lure them in. To make this easier, you're going to bend back the strap so the front is free and clear, put a food treat inside and lure your dog to put their face in. For many dogs, wearing a muzzle drastically changes the way they feel and act, and it can be very intimidating to wear a muzzle. For some dogs, wearing a muzzle will make them anxious, scared, and very uncomfortable, and this is not the way we want them to feel when they wear one. By luring them into the muzzle, we are showing them that this is a fun and rewarding game and setting the muzzle up with a positive emotion first. This way your dog will learn to choose to put their own snout into the muzzle rather than you putting the muzzle on your dog. So you're going to repeat this activity, and then you're going to move the food treat outside of the muzzle so that your dog puts their face through to receive the treat from the other side. Then you can move the muzzle around and make a real fun game for your dog where they get to put their face into the muzzle wherever you hold it. So now your dog is comfortable having the muzzle on their snout, it's time to secure it. So usually this is done with a strap behind their neck. So before you start, loosen up the straps on the side so that it's easy for you to attach them to your dog. So lure your dog in like normal and then secure the straps in place. This may take a couple of tries, but just take your time and keep rewarding your dog for interacting with the muzzle, and this also helps to keep them distracted. So even with all the positive reinforcement we have done up until this point, it's still important that once the muzzle is fully on your dog, that we still make this a positive experience for them. This is where we can do things like lie on the couch and have a cuddle, or play some of their favourite games, maybe the watch game, get them to focus on you, or even take them out for a walk. So they can understand that wearing the muzzle is not a bad thing, that lots of fun things do happen when they have the muzzle on, and this creates that positive association. So it helps even more for them to want to put the muzzle on. So this process works, trust me. Just some dogs might need a little bit extra time than others. So first of all, don't rush. Take your time with this. I see a lot of dog owners trying to put equipment on their dogs really quickly and then rush to get out of the door. This will only hinder your efforts to create that positive association with the muzzle. Take your time, approach it slowly, hold the muzzle out so your dog can approach in their own time, and just do it slowly and gently. It will make a big difference. And secondly, work at your dog's pace. If they need a little bit longer to get used to the muzzle, then just keep the rewards going, keep the positive association building, and they'll get there in their own time. I think all dogs should learn how to be comfortable and calm while wearing a muzzle, because you never know when you're going to need one. So I highly recommend you practice this with your dog just in case. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.